This is my Editing My Reels series where I talk about all of the things that I'm doing to edit my reels, make them more engaging, exciting, and overall more fun to be had for you. I am not an expert by any means, so I'm sharing what works for me in hopes that it will help you just a little bit more. Today, we're going to talk about the text on screen. So, text on screen can be super powerful and it can be super engaging. At first, I thought that text was extra, and I wasn't sure that the time that I put in would yield the results that I wanted. However, when I started putting text on screen, I started to notice how much more engaged my audience was because of the words that I continued to put on the screen, and it helped viewers to follow along more rather than just stare at my face and or look at the captions below. It really highlights everything that I'm talking about in the moment, and I can really zero in on those words to help call out my key points. My first tip, add in your header at the top of the screen with the text tool. This is really easy to do. You just type in your headline. You can do this as a cover in CapCut, or you can do it on the video itself. I tend to do it on the video itself because I think it saves me more time and it's not something that I have to upload when I go to post my video. I like to keep my animations simple. I tend to use the text that looks like a typewriter because it allows the viewer to read the words as they're coming up on the screen. You should be using the same fonts as much as possible to keep your brand identity consistent as the viewers are watching it so that your content is easier for them to recognize. For the animations, I like to add in a little bit more fun and flashy when I want those messages to pop. I also add in a little bit of sound effects, but we'll go over that in a future video. That is probably my favorite thing that I have figured out how to use. And finally, timing is everything. You want the text to pop up when you are saying the word so that it is highlighted big and bold and it gets across to the viewer more so than if you were just using the captions effect. Text and animations are super helpful. It's another way to keep your audience engaged, and it's a way for people who are watching your content muted to stay engaged and your hooks and your lessons to land as well. So that's text and animations. Coming up next, we have overlays. Overlays will help you to grab attention and spice up the content a little bit more. They're really fun. Those are one of 6 things I use in every single one of my videos. Follow along editing my reels so that I can teach you a little bit more about how I edit my videos. And if there's a CapCut question you want answered, be sure to drop it below or tell me what tip you have that I didn't come up with so that we can help each other.